What's up, everybody? This your boy Pete and your girl Leash, and another video of your nighttime tea with Pete and Leash. And y'all see the picture and you see the description, so you already know who we about to talk about. So y'all, let's get right into it. So I don't know if y'all heard that
Okay.
what Wendy Williams is coming out with a biopic um put out by Lifetime on, and it's coming out on January 30th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. And the basically the biopic has to do with her story of becoming to stardom. I mean, obviously she didn't just one day wake up and become Wendy Williams. She was known to be a radio personality for several years
Right.
before she ever got her Wendy Williams show. So she's been in communications for over 20 plus years, if I'm not mistaken. So she's
Decades.
definitely earned her place as an icon in history, because I mean she's the queen of communication. I mean she's
Right.
the queen of talk show, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So I mean she's been, I don't know if y'all heard, she's been trending, promoting her biopic that's coming out, and also she's been
Right.
pretty much letting some stories come out. Some of them that are not in the movie, and some of them that are. Like she also mentioned how she also put this in her autobiography back in the day. But most people don't read, so it's not really out there. But she allegedly says that back in the day, back in her coke days, she says this, not me. I don't make the rules or the news. I just report it. Okay, so
Just
Wendy
report
Williams
it.
claims
Okay. Hello.
back in her coke days, she used to bump. She needed bumps. Coke. Back in the day,
Fuck
she used to
around.
back in those days, she claims allegedly her and Method Man had a one night stand. She claims that they were out at an event or whatever, at a club or something, and um shots, get, you know, go off, and there's a fight basically that breaks out. So they, leave the club or whatever, and he follows her home to her condo at the time
In
when she was
house
living
in New
In New York.
Jersey.
Or no, it was Jersey, I believe. She was living in Jersey. And
Yeah, New Jersey, yes. And
she
they were
says
in
that,
the
they smoke
jacuzzi
weed
and
together. That's back
smoking.
in her coke days. She was doing coke. She's not gonna say, she didn't say he was doing coke, but she said they definitely smoked weed together, allegedly. That's what she said,
Mm.
not me.
Which
And
is
she
believable.
gave him a bath or whatever, and they had a one night stand. Basically what she's
Mm.
saying, they fuck. Okay, back in the day.
Y'all know
But
how it goes, honey. All these men that made these songs about these drinks and shit, honey. If I take one more drink, okay, like what Chris
but
Brown
after
say,
she
something in this liquor.
made those, that I came out with these stories and accusations, allegedly, his
Accusations.
wife, Method Man's wife, that they've been together 20 plus years, so they've been together a long time. So who knows if when the story that she's claiming or alleging is overlapping the time that him and his
I'm sure
current
it
wife are
is, honey.
together.
I'm sure that she ain't
So
just picking
the
out of a
wife, Tamika
rabbit on a
Smith,
hat. He ain't the richest or the
as you
most
can see, what
handsomest
she
man in the world.
posted on Instagram, can someone get the delusional old lady some help quick and fast? That is what she had posted on her Instagram. So, we the people want to know, do y'all feel
Hmm.
like she's telling the truth, or is, when you're just talking out her ass? Now, I will say this, it seems a little bit true to me, for the simple fact that, for one, why, does she just want to fabricate this story out of nowhere? One, and two, we all know how men, and
Okay.
how men, period, do, especially the ones in entertainment. They cheat, they flock, whatever. And she was on the
And
rise.
they
I
be
mean, she
hitting
was
these
in media
ugly
still,
bitches
so it's not
or
like she was a
different types of
nobody.
bitches that they be embarrassed about.
Right? She is in media, whatever.
Right.
So, or whatever.
Hmm.
Not only that, he, y'all can see this video that I think it was done on MTV or something like that, or don't quote me on that, but there's a video, a clip where that Method Man was doing an interview, um, and they were asking him about what he felt about the whole Wendy. Well, they actually asked about his wife that she was sick or whatever at the time, and he said that the only reason it got out in the media was because Wendy Williams said it, and that's why he was pissed off at her because he didn't want that to be known. And evidently, his wife had cancer at the time, and she's a surviving, obviously now to this day. But back then, she was in chemo and stuff like that. So
Right, because I
her
did see
own
something about that.
family didn't even know. So when Wendy Williams put it out there, everybody's looking at her differently and crazy and blah blah blah. And at the time, she didn't have no hair; she was going through chemo, so of course she was concealing this, to the public because she's not in the public eye; her husband is. So I believe that while
Right,
that
her
time
husband is.
that happened, so Wendy Williams knew people, and she Wendy Williams is Wendy Williams. She don't give a fuck about what the story is. She's gonna report on it. So she put out that his wife was having cancer. So she didn't lie that she was sick. Was just pissed off that she even had the audacity and he felt like it
Had
was tacky,
to
which
put the business
it's
out
nothing wrong.
there.
I agree with that. That's, I feel like there should be limits to the shit. Yeah, he's in the public eye. She's not. I could understand if she was like, I don't know, stealing or something, and him being,
Right.
rich. That makes a interesting story. But you just talk about the fact that she has cancer, she was sick. That's
Someone's
definitely
having,
tacky. I don't see why she
yeah.
did that.
And you to fuck
But
this woman husband on top of it.
that's probably bitter shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like there's some truth to it because she, said that, and then he goes on and says that she was, a dumb bitch basically for saying that she was tacky, and that he said, you'll see me in the streets pretty much. Because that's I'm a street nigga. I'm not one of these NSYNC or Justin Timberlake
Right,
type of
right, right.
dudes.
Which is,
I'm from the
we
streets,
already
so
know.
you'll see me, and that's his was his clap back to her. So I don't know. Y'all decide what y'all think, whether, y'all think she really hooked up with him a long time ago or not. I kind of am more leaning to it. I think it did happen. That's why, he was mad at her for even, talking about his wife or anything like that. But not only that,
Yeah.
does she talk about this that on not only does she talk about sleeping with him, she also talks about her date rape allegedly. She allegedly says that she was date raped by a famous R&B singer back in the, I want to say, the 90s or something, because he's not someone that I can recall,
Yeah,
and
I think
he's
it was.
passed by the way. But his name was what was his name? I'm trying to remember. She named him Sherrick or something like that. Sherrick. I don't know if y'all ever heard him. She claims that he had date raped her back when she was like really young. Back with, excuse me, when she was a just a radio person at WOL in DC, doing a night show, making $9,000 a year. She wasn't really making no coins, it was back in her beginning stages. And he,
I think, what was she on, Power 99?
that was before Power. This story when this happened was before Power. She alleged that,
Oh.
that during the days that she was back then, still in her coke days, she was heavy, on coke. She had a very sophisticated drug dealer, so she says, pretty much that he sold to the higher, people. She said back then it was like $35 a gram, and she used to buy it by the 8 ball. So you do the math. She says she used to always get discounts all the time, not because she didn't have any
Yeah.
money, but it's because, he was very sophisticated and she was one of his best clients. This is all her saying that, admitting to her addiction back in the day.
Right.
But you know how it is. There's levels to this shit. There's drug dealers that are just walking the streets. There's some that are kingpins that live in sophisticated houses, selling to sophisticated people, and you'll never know.
Wear suits and all types of shit.
Right. That's why she never felt nervous or anything like that, like going there, because it was a very sophisticated establishment. But she says that this R&B single, Sherrick, um, also dabbled in the same thing she dabbled in. So they had that in common. Um, he asked her out on a date. They went out, and they ended up going back to either the hotel or his house or something like that. And he was in the shower. Well, he went to go freshen up. but she was just fine because he was working or whatever. Just came from a shoot or something like that. And basically, when he came out the shower, he
Right.
overpowered her, and she alleged that he
Damn.
raped her or whatever. So, y'all tune into her biopic. She's gonna disclose a lot more information. She's gonna
I plan
lately
on tuning in, checking
she's
it out,
definitely
seeing what
been
she got
feeling
going on.
more inclined to talk about her ex-husband situation. She basically is, saying
I
paying them
noticed.
alimony, that the bitch is that had the baby on with her ex-husband, is living off her alimony and her money, and she's not hesitant to talk about it on her show, on your show, on our show, everybody's show. She is out there promoting her biopic, which she should, but she's also dropping a lot of tea lately. So I
Right.
will she
I mean, I
also
figured she might as well get the money from telling her business before somebody else tell it. Because, people be ready to tell the business. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? So people will sell you out for a couple dollars. You know how they be having getting information from close insiders from her say, she might as well be the one.
That's true. I mean, she did say that she does have plans or hoping that she can once she's done with the whole TV thing, she wants to eventually teach a course or something along the lines of, you know,
I've
for
seen that.
communications, because she's pretty much is an icon in
For
that field.
entertainment, yeah,
Because
communications, yeah.
most of the time when like when she got her degree in communications and stuff, she was being taught about people who had doctorates and stuff like that, but they've never actually done what she does. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, these people are teaching and
Right.
whatever, but like when you go and pay all this money to these colleges to take these courses from people who never really actually do the field that you're going in, versus with her, what
Right.
she's stating is, hey, if you want to major in communication, I'm your girl, because I did it for her whole career. It's been radio stations, news stations,
Right.
all types of publications. She's interviewed all types of
Steady
celebrities.
advancing.
She's done, hosting gigs, all types of stuff. So it's like, who not to learn from? You know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to go in the field, I'd be like,
Right.
I would want to learn from Wendy Williams,
I would
Oprah,
definitely, okay,
people
pretty much.
whose shows made it more than 3 seasons.
Who are accredited.
Because don't get it twisted, she's
Yeah.
not the same. What think about it. Why do you think her show has bypassed 10 years versus other shows like No Shade, the Monique Show, the Ricky Lake, all these type of people
Yeah.
whose shows didn't last that long. Um, well, what one of the girl
Hell,
ladies,
she about up there with Mari.
yeah, like what was the one of the ladies from Real Housewives of I think Jersey or something. One of them Real Housewives, white lady. She had a show. Um, and then Bethany, the Bethany show, that only lasted a season. You know what I mean? People get these shows. Tyra Banks show didn't last that long.
Right.
All these celebrities get
And they don't
these talk
last.
shows because of their names and stuff like that. But it takes a person who has a degree and the is built for this. And Wendy
I mean,
Williams
she
is built.
definitely the talk show go. You know what I'm saying? Wendy gonna get the dirt, she gonna get the scoop, and she gonna say it. She don't even be caring. She be in everybody's business. Hell, my business, your business, grandma business.
Okay, and she do not care. So I'm
Mm-mm.
definitely intrigued and want to watch this biopic movie. I hope y'all go watch it. I'm a fan of Wayne Williams. I know she's good for controversy. She definitely does things that I don't always agree with, but she is very entertaining, and I tune in when I can. So I believe that the movie
Yeah,
will
she
be
is
entertaining.
entertaining.
It's definitely like I said, is geared to her life story and some things that's happened to her in her life. And her goal is to show people what things to do and what not to do. And some people are just gonna be watching for pure entertainment because they don't have that much depth to them. But either way, I think it'll be a
I
success.
mean, cause it's Wendy, yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine all the things that she's been through and all the things that she knows.
Right, I'm ready to see.
Me too. But y'all, this is
Yeah.
all we got. We ain't got no more. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Nighttime Tea with Pete and Leash and hit the notification bell so you don't never miss any of our new videos. We see you next time.
Oh,